Klaus, onion sets, a real handy way to grow onions, really, isn't it?
It's far easier, than modular trays. They take ages. The most common mistake is people just plant any sets they can buy because they don't want to waste them. But you have to waste. So I'm just going to show you which ones are the perfect onion set.
Okay.
And there is one. See that? Onion set, that's the perfect onion set. Nice and round shoulder here. Lovely and firm.
Yeah.
That's the perfect one you could get. This one is more pointed. Can you see that? It hasn't got the round shoulder. It has got...
Okay, it's very tapered like that.
So that's more likely to go to seed. Never ever plant any that are soft or have a shoot coming out. So they even when they're like that, you might think you're ahead of yourself, but no, they're bad. Forget it. Really, by selecting the best quality sets, you get the best crop.
Yeah.
So we'll just make a pile of good ones here, and if you just pick out the best, really, just to show you how you can grow really good onions. Size doesn't matter as much. Even the bigger ones are probably less good than those ones. Medium-sized ones are better.
Okay, Klaus, we're out in the garden now. We've chosen our onions, so let's see how to plant them.
Yeah, I mean, the easiest things ever. You just pop it in halfway into the ground, just like that, the
Just
onions.
like that.
10 centimetres apart from each other. There's one thing to watch out for, though, the crows.
Birds, yeah.
The birds.
Yeah. What can we do about that?
You would have to put a netting over it.
Okay,
to
put a little
protect
cloche
them
over it.
for
Yeah.
3 weeks or so.
Just until they root.
Just until they root. At that stage, they'll be fine. 10 per metre, so that'll mean 30 onions in 1 metre. It couldn't be anything easier than that, couldn't it? Now, the spacing is interesting. If you look, there's some wide spacing. That means that those onions grow a lot bigger.
They'll go a bit bigger, yeah.
So if you want to impress your neighbours, just increase the spacing to 15 centimetres, like you've done there. If you prefer small onions like that, you space them maybe 7 centimetres apart, a lot closer. So spacing determines the final size of the vegetable. I never pointed out that you should plant them the proper way. That's the top and that's the bottom, but it seems a bit obvious, doesn't it? There is a top and there is a bottom.
Okay, I'm kind of peering at you through this lovely, lovely dense foliage. But we got some onions here.
Yeah. I'm thrilled with them, yeah.
Anything we need to be looking out for pest-wise, disease-wise?
Well, disease would be downy mildew, and maybe that little bit here could be downy mildew. That's on the tips of the leaves.
And we get that in damp conditions?
Damp, cool autumns or summers, but they're so well advanced, it couldn't do them any harm anymore. If it would be early, it'll be a problem. If the soil would stay wet now, I would be worried to the roots. The bulbs will rot. So hopefully not. So if you stimulate your soil in the morning, the soil has all day long to breathe out, and you open up the compacted layers. And that dries it out substantially. You can use it for the opposite as well. If your soil is dry, you do that late in the evening, just before, and it take in moisture.
Right, Klaus, we're back at the onions now. They've all fallen over there. They look fantastic and look like they're ready to pull up. I presume we're ready to go.
Yeah, well, they look messy, but that's normal. They're just dying back now, and they're lovely. I'm thrilled.
So we
thrilled with
just
them.
pull them.
Just pull them.
Pull them up.
Yeah. So once nearly 3/4 of all the tops have fallen over, that's when you know they're ready to pull. Rub off the soil. Take maybe the loose skin flaking around.
Look at that.
So it'll dry nicely, and then because it's a nice day, we just leave them in a line. Never put them in a pile.
I see this one here. I was just about to pull.
Yeah, it's no good anymore. That's a bolted onion. That's gone. No.
And what happens? That'll just be a hard.
It'll be a hard
taste.
Without the scales. So we keep them outside now until rain is forecast again.
Shouldn't be long.
And then I move them inside. So we'll plant them and hang them in the kitchen over the winter time. It's very satisfying, isn't it? To know that you have your year supply of onions. You hold it together, the string, and you open it up.
Got it.
Like that. Bring it up.
And you're grabbing.
And then you grab that. And then you have a loop.
Okay, so we have a little lasso then for the first onion.
Yeah, but we'll have a nice face here, and then all the tails come around the back.
At the back,
Yeah, so I'll pass them to you. If you go around here, you put it through here.
Yeah.
And then wind it round and through the middle again and down.
Lovely.
And the next, you place it nicely there. Very nice. Keep all the tails together there, and then you can just pull them as you need them.
Do I just keep going up to the top of the string, or?
Oh, it might be a bit too heavy, Andrew. Lift it already.
Oh yeah.
I think we'll do another 3 or so. I'd rather have more.
Yeah.
More strings than too many on one.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, wow, look at these lovely golden onions. And when we put our sets into hanging up here, that's really exciting, isn't it?
Fantastic.